Hello, welcome to Access. I'm Rob. Joining us is Elle.
Hello.
And I can't really speak that much, Elle, because I've just come out of the Square Enix showcase, where I've seen Final Fantasy VII Remaster to a degree that I've never seen it before. And I was trying to make a considered video.
Yeah.
Like a thoughtful, considered video, a helpful video for maybe people who haven't played Final Fantasy VII before and want to know about the game. But I can't really. I just can't do it because I thought we should maybe try and capture the rawness of the emotion that I'm feeling.
You do seem like you're beside yourself with excitement.
When Final Fantasy VII Remake was first announced, I made a conscious decision to not let my expectations get too high.
Okay.
Like, I was like, okay, unbelievable that it's happening. This has been a thing that everyone's wanted to happen for so long. Let's just wait. Let's just wait and let's be excited for other things until Final Fantasy VII Remake gets nearer, and then maybe we can start getting excited. And now I'm getting really excited. Like it's my favorite game of all time, Final Fantasy VII. And I was, I'm quite a miserable man, but
No.
I was honestly feeling quite emotional at times seeing the new gameplay. And so we're just going to go through 7 times Final Fantasy VII Remake made me go, wow, in that just in honor of Sweary Barrett. 7 times it made us go wow. And the first time it made me go wow was right at the beginning when they finally gave us a little bit of insight into the new combat in the game. Now, Final Fantasy VII, Elle, you tell me you've played it a little bit, but not very much. It's a very traditional turn-based role-playing game with, combat of that nature. Whereas in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they've not ditched that entirely, which is the exciting bit that I'm going to get onto, but it's now real-time. So people who like action games, Elle, people like yourself who love swinging swords into stuff, have got something maybe that's appealing.
No, I mean, it really, for me, turn-based is not hugely my thing. I like real time. So I have to say, when I saw that enormous sword come out.
Yes.
And
the Buster Sword.
Yeah. I have to say I was very much in. I was like, okay, maybe this is happening.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you can just press square to make Cloud swing his sword at things, so you're fighting in real time like that, you can dodge with Cloud. But then, obviously, for people like me who love a good tactical turn-based battle system, the fact that it is not just real time, there is some depth there. Not just some depth, there's a lot of depth there. So the ATB gauge, which stands for Active Time Battle, that was the original turn-based system that sort of revolutionized turn-based combat when Final Fantasy introduced it. It is still there, like the spirit of it is still there. So what happens is when Cloud, or whoever you're controlling, builds up their attack to a certain level, the ATB gauge will fill, and when it's full, you can use a special action. And this kind of harks back to the menu you had in the original Final Fantasy VII, so you can maybe use a magic spell, or you can use an item, or later in the game, I imagine, you'll be able to use summons, because that's an amazing thing. Oh my god, I can't even believe. That's just another thing I've just thought now. Oh my god, what the summon's going to look like. Amazing, probably.
Like your shaky microphone hand.
But seeing it in action, and there was that cool bit where it went all slow-mo.
Oh, that bit.
That is amazing, and that kind of reminds me of the time where you can choose in the original Final Fantasy VII where you want it to be active or wait, and that means, like, when you're selecting your commands, battle kind of pauses. And how that looks interpreted in PS4's real-time flashy battle system is not just the enemies are standing there idly, just, in their idle animation. It's all kind of slow-mo and cinematic, and you can move the camera around while you decide what spell you want to throw at what person on the screen. And it's the tactical depth of Final Fantasy VII, but with amazing PS4 cinematic flair. So it's like the best of both worlds. People who love a good turn-based system are going to get the depth they want. People who want to just run in and smack stuff and look amazing are also going to get that kind of instant gratification that they're after in like a melee combat system. And
and that is what I'm after. So you're definitely selling it to me.
And it just looks cool. Like, I know it's a very shallow thing to say, but flipping heck, it looks amazing in action. I remember when they released the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie, which is basically just one big CG battle scene with amazing stuff. And I can't believe we're at a stage now where there's a game coming out that looks better than the CG movie did. And we're going to be able to do battles like that. It's just, it boggles my mind. I'm going to get on to just little nerdy things that you're probably not going to know what I'm talking about now, Elle.
Okay,
but,
all right,
number
I'm ready.
2, the second thing that blew my mind was that you put the materia in the sword. I don't know if you noticed, you're looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no, that was my first thought was.
Shut up. What are you The materia is that, remember, Cloud was given like a little green bauble, basically.
Yeah.
Now, materia, how that works is that's how like all your abilities and spells are inside these little crystallized balls of energy called materia. And how it worked in the original game was each weapon or piece of armor you had a specific number of materia slots. So the Buster Sword, which is the first sword Cloud gets in the game, has 2 materia slots. And you slot it in a menu. But now, you can physically see it going in the sword, which for me, as a fan of it, it's cool. It's just cool, okay? Just believe me that it's cool.
I do. I definitely do.
And, he received his first bit of materia, and he put it in his sword, and that is what allows him to use the spells that he can use in battle. And that's great. Like, I can't wait to see what the other swords look like, and all the other weapons, and how materia looks like when it's equipped in them, and summer materia is red, and then you've got skill materia, which is yellow, and special effect materia, which is blue, and how you're going to combine all of that. But yeah, just the fact that you can physically see it going in the sword, and everyone in the crowd just went, "Oh my god!" when it happened. And so, yeah.
Oh, I love that though. Like that's when you have something like that where it's a little touch and you can tell it's somebody who loved it and cares about those tiny details that are going to make this like your dream Final Fantasy VII experience. Like that's it gives you so much faith in what they're doing.
Yeah, and the cool thing I think the reason it is cool is because it's what we all imagined when we originally played Final Fantasy VII on PS1. When you're doing these turn-based battles, no one's thinking, yeah, turn-based. Like you're playing out the scenarios in your head. Like you're doing the video game version or the interpretation of what the battle is. But in your head, like, magic stuff is happening in your head. Like, Cloud's just run in and hit something with a sword. But in your head, he's done what he's doing now on PS4, basically. It's like what was in our imaginations 20-odd years ago is now being pulled out and spilled onto the screen, and we're actually living it. We don't have to use our imaginations anymore. The game's done it for us.
Let's just switch those off.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks so cool. The third thing that just made me go, oh my god, that's amazing, was in the extended trailer they showed a bit of the bike chase when they're escaping from Shinra HQ, which you won't know about, Elle, because you've not played it. But it's a great, amazing action set piece. When Final Fantasy VII came out, it completely revolutionized JRPGs and brought JRPGs into the mainstream and made people realize, oh my god, this is a genre of game we can actually play. But it did things that made traditional JRPG fans go, oh my god, you can actually do this kind of stuff in a JRPG, and it has this scene, this set piece, an action set piece in a little pixelated JRPG from 22 years ago now. And you're going down a highway on a bike and slashing enemy soldiers that are chasing you on a bike. And 22 years ago, it was amazing. And seeing a little bit of that scene in the trailer it just gave me goosebumps to think, how good is that going to be on PS4? It's going to be unbelievably good. Entry number 4, we saw Aeris using her limit break. Healing Rain was just cool. Just nerdy stuff. Like, oh my god, that's what it looks like on PS4.
Yeah.
We saw entry number 5, just skipping on now. Everyone wanted to see Tifa. When Yoshinori Kitase was on stage, everyone was asking, when are we going to see Tifa in action? When are you going to see Tifa? And he was all coy. He's like, later.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, later is in like in a few months' time. He actually meant later is in like 10 minutes when we show the extended version of the trailer. And Tifa comes out for real. And like, I've experienced like hysterical cheering in E3 conferences before. Probably the
Yeah.
best I've experienced was when Final Fantasy VII Remake was originally announced or revealed in the PlayStation conference. The cheer that got, it was like being at a football match when an injury time winner goes in. It was unbelievable. But the cheer when Tifa first came out, it was just deafenening.
Yeah.
Like being in that auditorium. And she wasn't even doing anything particularly exciting at first. She was just sitting in her bar.
Yeah.
'Cause there's that great little scene. I don't know if you've got to this bit when you played it, Elle, but there's a great little scene when you first meet her in the game, and Cloud has just joined Avalanche, this kind of resistance group, and she just makes you a drink. And the drink looked great. The graphics on the drink looked amazing. I love some good graphics like that. And then obviously we got to see Tifa in action, doing her actual martial arts kind of.
She looked amazing.
She's badass.
I mean, because it was so great, because I definitely remember her.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I remember that she's cool. And I know that everybody loves her, because you can't escape that. Like, that's all everybody's talked about. But then I was like, oh, she's badass. Like, she is so
badass.
cool.
Yeah, and just it's another thing where like your imagination runs with you when you're playing, or runs away from you when you're playing it on PS1 22 years ago. And now seeing Tifa doing her actual martial arts. I mean, on PS1 you'd attack with Tifa and she'd run up to an enemy and punch them and kick them, and that was it.
Yeah.
And now she's doing all these incredible acrobatics, and her limit breaks look amazing. And wow, I cannot wait to get my party of Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa and just start kicking ass with them, because in that new battle system it's going to be amazing. We've got to get through this. Point number 6, the music is the same music but remastered and bettered, and it's got like a real orchestral epic quality to it now. So when you're doing these incredible fights, I noticed it a lot in the boss battle with the guard scorpion, the boss battle that took a long time. The music that was playing underneath, and it's that's the thing. The music is the thing that takes you back to the time. Like, music is such an amazing trigger for inducing nostalgia and taking you back to these amazing times. Hearing that music felt like it gave me the same feeling I had playing it 20 years ago, but now I'm getting that same feeling while watching this incredible modern PS4 game. And the chills it gave me, that was when I was literally close to tears in the auditorium. Like, it's
I mean,
like
you seem close to tears now. It's
it's hard to articulate how it makes me feel, because like, there is only one game that can make me feel like this, and it is Final Fantasy VII. It's my favorite game of all time, and seeing it so lovingly recreated it's like what have we done to deserve this? Honestly. It's I can't get over it. I really can't. And then the last thing that it's the entire boss battle. The last thing that made me go, oh my god, wow, was that entire boss battle with the guard scorpion. That's the first boss in the game.
Yeah.
And on the PS1 original, it's a pretty simple fight.
Well, this is what I thought, because I was like, I remember this.
Yeah.
And then obviously in this we could see that it was a really kind of elongated battle, that you're really going to have to think about it. There's going to be quite a lot of strategy involved.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not what I remember at all. It just seemed like such a momentous moment.
Totally. There is a little bit of strategy in that boss fight. There's that classic bit where when you're first playing and just throwing lightning spells at it, and you're hitting it, and its tail starts to go up, and Cloud tells you if you hit it while its tail is up, it's going to counter-attack you with its laser. And if you hit it when its tail is up, it does shoot a little laser at you, and it goes and you take maybe 100 points of damage. You're like, oh no, and you have to throw a potion up. Whereas now, also cover, you can take cover in the game. That's huge. That's such a big there's no avoiding attacks on the PS1 version. If an enemy is attacking you, an enemy has attacked you.
Yeah.
It's the enemy's turn to attack you. You've just got to sit there and take that attack until it's your turn. But now you can dodge and you can take cover. And it looks like, I mean, there was the amazing bit where Cloud was like, we've got to take cover, shooting us with our laser. And Barrett just came out and was like, and dropped the swear bomb, the amazing swear bomb. And for ages, all we've seen of Barrett swearing. Barrett swears a lot in Final Fantasy VII, but it's always the little symbols in his text bubble. And now we're hearing him actually swearing. And it's like... And it's like this amazing moment when he came out and swore, and you're like, oh, did he just say, of course he did, Barrett swears, that's what Barrett does. And it was just this incredible moment, and everyone, the reaction that got when he came out of cover, I was like, I'm not waiting in cover, dropped the F-bomb, and then started just rattling off his gun at the guard scorpion. What a moment that was. And the entire boss battle was just ridiculous, like that guard scorpion, like it just stands there on PS1. Now it's jumping on the wall, going around the place. Super
dynamic.
It's got like a new shield defense thing that looks like you really have to strategize to get through that defense and expose the core, and then you attack the core, and you've got to use your lightning magic on it. And obviously, to use the lightning magic, you've got to get your ATB gauge up in the first place, which means you've got to land enough hits to do that in the first place. I'm as soon as I saw that, I was thinking of all the other boss battles that are going to be in the game and what they might look like.
But do you feel concerned then? So are there any that you think like,
oh God,
yeah,
absolutely. Like, there are some really tough. Oh my God, I'm thinking of Demon's Gate in Temple of the Ancients, flipping heck. Also, the way Cloud finishes off that fight is he does a cross slash, which is a limit break move he has, and it's an incredible way to finish it. We also saw him using his braver limit break in that, and seeing him do cross slash to finish off the boss was amazing in itself. But all I could think when he did it was, if cross slash looks that good on fighting the guard scorpion, what is Omni Slash gonna look like when you're fighting Sephiroth at the end of the game? Like, I mean, I know that's ridiculous. I'm basically wishing away the entire game there.
No,
but
no.
I am. All I could think of was, if this bit looks so good, and I was just thinking of all the other bits I know are coming, like, just sort of like quivering with with excitement there. But it's I rarely now do I've been in this industry quite a while, and I've like developed a bit of a crusty cynicism when it comes to these kind of things. But that whole gameplay demo just sort of just blasted it away, and I was just sitting there like feeling like a child again, just caught up in this giddy excitement, and it was amazing. And I will hopefully I'll definitely do a more considered video about some of the reasons Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be amazing, maybe going in depth about the combat system. But right now, all I can do is react to it.
I mean, I'm impressed that you've managed to coherently form words and sentences, like,
so
given how excited you were.
I'm impressed with myself. Not as impressed as I am with Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I am now. I can't hide. I can't pretend to not be excited about anymore.
I know. Like, that's what I was gonna say. Is now we're gonna have to like tie you down in the office. You're just gonna be like crazy.
And I think tomorrow I'm playing it. Oh my gosh. Which is. Obviously, I'll be doing more videos then.
So the next one's just going to be incoherent screeching for like 12 minutes.
Very, very likely. But yes, thank you for putting up with me.
No, thank you. Because I
you.
think for me, I'm really excited about this. For me, it's made it a game that seems very me.
Yes.
And so I'm kind of excited to hear the stuff that you liked, because I'm like, it's the stuff I was really excited about as well. So it's nice to hear it from somebody who actually knows what they're talking about perspective.
Well, please let us know in the comments what you thought of the new Final Fantasy VII Remake gameplay and the new trailer that was dropped. I don't know, I was going to say, let us know if you're excited for the game. Obviously you are. If you're not, go away. But please give us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe so you stay up to date with everything from the world of PlayStation.
For the players.